Hello, Meg here from I2 Stamping. Welcome to the Friday Flip. So the Friday Flip is where we take one project idea and flip it into something completely different, keeping what we love and changing what we need to in order to make the card work for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at our inspiration card. So it's going to be this one right here. So this is from an old Stampin' Note catalog. But I love having the little popped up circles, and I love the little divider and then a top layer on top. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to use two different stamp sets to achieve our Friday Flip this week. We're going to use Festival of Trees and Sassy Salutations. So let's go ahead and start with our stamping. I'm going to want 2 ink pads. We're going to start with the Cucumber Crush. And I got to tell you, I was so excited when Cucumber Crush was released because my first thought was just Christmas. I couldn't wait. And we're going to use Real Red. I've got 2 pieces of white, and just to keep it simple, I kept them both the same size. So we've got 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I'm going to start with the Festival of Trees. And this one, the size doesn't matter. You can, perfect time to use up any scraps that you have. Take that and stamp my little tree down here. Size, we're going to be punching it out, so that's why I'm saying the size of it really does not matter. And then we're going to go back in with the red. And we're going to do my best to line these up. It's a little bit hard because I can't lean directly over it, or else all you would see is the top of my head. But actually, I think that one turned out really good. It did. Awesome. So it just takes a little bit longer with me doing it this way. All right, well, the first one was better, but we'll take it. All right, then we're going to go back to that Real Red. We're going to bring in the Merry Christmas, and this is going to be from the Sassy Salutations. And actually, I don't need this because this one's going to be on a clear mount stamp. So get this lined up, and I'm going to use my Stamp-A-Majig. Even though this one doesn't have to line up exactly, I don't really want it. It takes 2 seconds to use the Stamp-A-Majig, and then you know you've got it in the right place every time. All right, so we have that. We are all done with our stamping, and the next thing we're going to do is our punching. And this is the perfect time to use up any Real Red scraps that you have, because we're going to be punching out circles. So we're going to use 4 different circle punches. We're going to use the 1 1/4, the 1 inch, the 3/4 inch, and a 1/2 inch. So let's go ahead and start with that. We're going to do 2 of each size. I'm going to see how many I can get out of this one piece, because then afterwards this one is headed for the trash. Alright, I can get my little 1/2 inch guy right there. And another 1/2 inch right there. I think I can probably get a 1 inch. Yep. It becomes a challenge to me. Okay, so that's it, because the 3/4 inches and a little bit more. It becomes a challenge to see just how many circles I can get out of one piece of cardstock. Is that weird, or do you do the same thing? Okay, so we got those. We got all of our circles. And let's go ahead, since we're in punch mode, and bring in the fabulous tree punch. And let's get these knocked out. Anytime you can combine a stamp with a punch combo that coordinates, I am sold. I am an easy target for things like that. If it's got a punch, especially, but you know, frameless and all that, but anything that coordinates. That's what first drew me to Stampin' Up! Was just all the coordinating products. Everything was designed to work together, and me, believe it or not, a lot of people don't believe me, but I have a hard time matching up products, so when it's done for me, that's a win. Okay, so let's go nuts with this right here. I'm going to take just some adhesive, and I'm going to go off the edges. There is no rhyme or reason for what I am doing. I'm just literally playing around. Let's get a little guy up top. And let's do another little guy over to the side over here. This is also a great thing if you want to make this card with your kids this holiday. Have them do the putting of the circles on, because there's no right or wrong. We don't want to go too low here, but that's like not even an issue if they do. So let your kids do this part. They'll love it. All right, so we have this funky looking card. And the next thing we want to do is unbury our scissors. I stacked everything on top of my scissors over here. All right, so we're going to grab our scissors, and we're just going to give this a little trim. Okay, we'll throw all that on the floor. And then we are ready to really assemble our card. So let's go ahead and bring in our pieces. So I'm going to start with our card base, and this card base is going to be that Cucumber Crush, 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and it's scored at 5.5. Then we've got our sentiment layer, and before we put this on top, I'm going to take some of the silver ribbon that's a 1/8 inch thickness, or width, I guess I should say, and we're going to take this, I just have glue dots on the back, and wrap it around like so, and then this entire piece can go right on here. Alright, then we're going to bring in a piece of Gumball Green and a piece of Whisper White, and I'll just put the measurements up on the screen, which is the other way of saying I forgot what they are off the top of my head, but that really doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to drop it on top. Then we're going to take our 2 trees. And our first one is going to go down with just regular adhesive. Then our second one is going to get some dimensional action. And it's just going to set up a little bit right there. Alright, so we are almost done with this card. Let's go ahead and bring in the 10-second bow maker and more of this fabulous silver ribbon. I'm just going to tie a small bow. When you get the 10-second bow maker, you get access to training videos that teach you how to make all different kinds of bows. Okay, so I'm going to take that off, grab my ribbon scissors. Take another glue dot. Kiss it on there. And I'm going to drop this one down into the lower left-hand corner. And just like that, we have our card. So let's go ahead and bring in our inspiration card. Let's see how we did. So rather than keep it on its side, we changed the orientation. Rather than having the same color circles popped up, I've changed them to red. We kept our little layer, raising it up, and then we added that fun ribbon with the bow over to the side. And just like that, we are done. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Friday Flip. If you do like the Friday Flip, please be sure to like it below and also be sure to share it with your friends. Then head on over to ITeachStamping.com. Make sure that you are signed up for my exclusive mailing list where I share projects on there that I don't share anywhere else at all. Thanks again for watching. Again, I'm Meg from I Teach Stamping, and have a great day.